Today is my birthday, and I can think of no better way to celebrate than to build something with round walls in The Sims. Okay, obviously I'm joking about that part. That is kind of a nightmare. But what I do want to do is try to build a house that is also a birthday cake. I've done this before, but like way back in the day, years ago, and obviously back then we didn't have circle-shaped rooms. So when I was doing it before, I would just use diagonal walls like this to try and mimic something that was sort of round. And I also always tried to do tiered cakes. And I think that was my biggest mistake because I was trying to do it and it was like too big and it looked, okay, that's not right. But I was trying to do it and it was like too big and it looked weird. I just was struggling to make it work, and I feel like I never actually pulled off the birthday cake house until today. I keep seeing a lot of cakes that look like this going around right now. I feel like this style is quite trendy with the fancy piping and the little cherries. I don't think I want to do a heart-shaped house because I've done that. Okay, we don't need to redo that. But I just love the thought of one of these like vintage cakes, they try and call them. Ooh, okay, this one is also pink, but it's not a heart shape. So we could probably try to use this as inspiration. And also, all three of these are not actually cakes. All three of these are like sculptures that you can buy on Etsy. It's like decor to put on a shelf. It's not really a cake, which is why the lemons look kind of weird. I guess that's good inspo because this is also not really gonna be a cake. It's also gonna be decorative and pretend. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself because this is actually the second round house that I have built this week, and it's my birthday. Like, I shouldn't have to go through this on a regular day, let alone on my birthday. There we go. Round, a circle. I don't really know where to go from here. I don't know how I'm gonna do a floor plan on this, but I'll get there. When I did this before, I used a lot of wall decorations that come with seasons because this kind of seems like it could work like piping. It's just a little bit smaller than I want it to be. I've kind of been digging around looking at all of the other things that we have that might work. We have this like star thing from high school years. I feel like this might also be an option. Obviously this could work. I'm just kind of looking for anything that could pass as piping. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? This pom-pom, if we put a whole bunch of those like around the side in a row, I wonder if we could try and make that look like piping. The problem is I'm not really obsessed with the color and they don't come in pink. Ooh, this wallpaper from Wedding Stories kind of looks like frosting because it's not a completely like exact even color. I wonder if I could put it on a bit of a foundation so that there's like a cake plate or like some sort of depth at the bottom. This seems like one of those times that I maybe should have installed the tool mod, but it has been years since I last used that mod, so I don't know if my birthday cake is the time that I want to dive back in. Do you think these balloons are too random or does it look nice in between? Because I think it helps to have like some extra dots. They don't really come in good swatches though. Like, I don't really know about using the light pink. If they were all light pink, it might be different. It's just those two front balloons that I'm not really sure about. No, actually, I like that a lot. False alarm. Okay, sorry, we can keep it in pink. It looks good in pink. Okay, I have bad news. I think that I wanna switch around the way I've done this. I think I wanna have bigger ones at the bottom. I think I might size it up twice. So that is a little bit annoying because that means I have to go back and do it all again, but that's okay. It's gonna be fine. I just like the idea of some variation in size because I think that happens on real life cakes, right? I'm not exactly a cake connoisseur. I don't order cakes from bakeries often, and I'm working on my baking skills, but I've never made a cake like this before until today. Now I've made a cake like this. I think my dream birthday cake in real life right now might actually be one of these kinds of cakes. And I really liked that yellow one. I don't really think that we can achieve that as easily in The Sims. I mean, I maybe could. Oh, I don't know. The yellow doesn't really speak to me as much. I think we should stick to pink. Plus, we can try and have the cherries on top that match. It's easier to do a fake cherry than a fake lemon slice because I can just like size up some yarn or something. While I do this, I'm kind of thinking and trying to decide what I want to do with the interior because normally when I make these videos, I try and make the interior into a proper functional house, but also what if I made it like a cow plant shrine or something like that? There are many, many options, but it's okay. We still have time to decide. I'm gonna keep working on the exterior first. I am currently going through everything that we have that might work as decorations on the outside of this, because there's some cute stuff like little hearts. Isn't there like a little bow or something somewhere? There we go. You know what? This bow might actually be really good. It doesn't come in pink, which really, really ruins the vibes. I really like how this looks. I think that this thing sized down in white totally could pass as like frosting piping. Oh no, it doesn't really line up. We're kind of running out of space back here in the back. Ignore that though. We can just leave the back and have the back look bad. I'm not sure I'll end up using the bow. And I don't think I'll use those hearts either. I'm not loving how the color scheme looks on that. I'm not really loving any of the swatches on this. Maybe the yellow could work because it kind of looks like white in this lighting. I wish there was like a pastel pink and white though, or like at least a plain white. Oh no, these also do not line up properly. That's fine. We can just have one spot in the back that looks bad. And it's like right here. This section right here is the bad spot. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. I think that looks pretty cool. So on the top, I think I want to use some sort of trim to start out with. Uh-oh. Am I gonna have to move everything down? No, surely not. Oh no. We can do a small trim, just like that. And we need pink. I didn't really think this part through because we need pink for the top as well. Maybe I could do carpet. The carpet actually kind of works. It isn't the same color as the wall, but that's fine. I could also make it glow, but that, I don't know about that. But then on the top, I want to kind of do this. Or, you know, when they have cakes and there's just like little piles of frosting? What can I use to simulate that? I don't really know. But like, imagine there's just piles of frosting kind of like around the side. Instead of like complete piping, it's like that. And then there's cherries like in them. Now the question is, what on earth can we use to pretend to be frosting? I want it to look a little bit more irregular than that. So we have this little yarn ball. I was gonna use this to be a cherry, not to be the frosting. So I was thinking about using it in red. That's a little bit darker than I thought it would be though. It does come in pink. We could use it like a sprinkle or something. Instead of like pretending it's a cherry, we could just use them as sprinkles and then kind of add them around places. Oh, wait. I'll come back to that. I want to think more about the top first. I may have to go through literally everything in debug ever. Wait, I don't think that's gonna work. It was good in theory. Well, isn't there like cupcakes that aren't on plates? Yeah, like these. Do you think that could work on the top? Save that for a second. Strawberry fizzy cupcake. Oh, we could do an apple like a cherry. Oh my God, that's genius. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I can make them quite big as well. I don't really know what the scale of this is. And obviously they're not gonna be laid out like this. I'm just getting myself some extra ones so I can use them later. What I need to find though is like some sort of pile of something white. Ooh, oh, marshmallow. Okay. That scared me. I need it to look like frosting. Oh, there's a banana. Maybe like a cloud. I guess there's that cloud lamp. Oh, you know what could work? This ice cream cone. Do you think I could raise that up? Ooh, never mind. This object can't be deleted. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I could put the ice cream through the floor, but the lighting gets kind of weird. That's a rock. Oh my God, wait, a popcorn kernel. That might be perfect. And then imagine I like raise up the cherry and I put it on top. Huh, you know what? That might be the one. I'm not really sure how many of these popcorns to put on the top. I spaced them out like that. So we've got what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am taking this very seriously. I don't know if you've noticed, but I do not mess around when it comes to birthday cake, apparently. I'm almost done placing the cherries now. So this is what it's looking like so far. And I actually think it looks really good. The popcorn kernels are a little bit yellow, which is not ideal, but just ignore that. So I was looking at these yarn balls earlier and thinking about putting them in between the pom-poms, but now I'm wondering if I should put them all around the bottom level. I like them in pink, but we also don't have really any pink frosting, so I could maybe do it in white instead. It is going to take me a ridiculous amount of time to go through and place them all, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Looking at it from this angle, it looks like a cake. And then I could probably raise up these pom-pom. I don't know, should I? Maybe not. I think after I finish this yarn, the exterior is probably done. I don't really know how much else we could add or like where else I would put it. Okay, this yarn is taking me a little bit longer than I expected it would. It's not exactly a fast process. I started coming back around from the other side because I want to make sure that if they meet up weird, they meet up in the weird spot. I want all of the mistakes to be right there. I think that's realistic. It's not going to be perfect. There's always going to be one little part that, you know, isn't the best. I speak from experience because I made a cake recently and I was testing out some new basket weave piping. I hadn't tried that sort of style before, and you could tell. I got good at it, but only after I, you know, did a lot of the cake. So there's bound to be part that's a little bit strange. And I think that that's the whole outside of the cake done. So that leaves us to move on to the interior. I didn't put a door or leave space for one. I think I'll use the same wallpaper and flooring on the inside. inside. And then I'm not sure, should I try and make it into a house? It's possible, like we could maybe do it. It does look really strange though. And frankly, I don't really want to live in a round cake house, and it's my birthday. So like, is this my house? I wouldn't pick this house. I did talk about potentially making the interior into a cow plant shrine. Let me think about that for a second, because if there's one thing I love, it would be cow plants. Oh, it can't be that big. Okay, sorry. Maybe I could size up this. Instead of a real cow plant, I could use like, I could use the little cake topper. Oh, it's a cake topper! I didn't even think about that. I don't really want it on the outside, but I can use it on the inside. I was sort of picturing that it would be a chocolate cake on the inside. So how strange would it be if I put dirt in there? We could do dirt and then like some sort of brown wallpaper. We have a cowplant jawbone, a cowplant skull. We have this iron cowplant sign, and then there's this cowplant skull. This cowplant sign is new. It came in the horse ranch pack. I'm just kind of struggling to place them on the walls because the game's being a little bit annoying and not letting me put them down, as you can maybe see. Well, this sure is interesting. I have this one a little bit lower than the others, but I don't know how to fix it because I'm struggling to click on it, and I'm also struggling to raise it up when I try. So I might just leave that. I'm not really even sure what more I could add. I don't know what I should add. I think it might be done. I might move this to a smaller lot just so that we can really embrace it on the gallery profile photo. It does fit nicely on a 20 by 15 lot. No. Okay, never mind. It doesn't place right, so I can't move it. I even had move objects on. Oh God. Okay, well, it seems that you may not be able to download this off the gallery because I don't know if it's gonna save all my things, but I will put it on the gallery anyway, just in case you wanna look at it. You can really tell that it's popcorn. Like the top looks very yellow, but that's okay. I'm proud of myself. I think it came together way better than I thought it would, especially compared to the other birthday cake houses I've tried to do. It being round makes a huge difference just because it already looks more like a cake. Like back when I was trying to do diagonals before, it was terrible. And then I was making these giant builds. I feel like I've done one that was probably bigger than a 30 by 20 lot because I would make it huge like this. Well, that's not exactly a circle, but I'd make it huge like that so I could have like 3 tiers, and it was just bad. It was just bad. So we've redeemed ourselves now. Thank you all for the birthday wishes and stuff. I mean, I'm kind of lying about that because it's not actually my birthday when I'm recording this video. It is when I'm posting it. And I did just post a video where I said my birthday is tomorrow, and the comments of that video said happy birthday. So I mean, like, thank you for that. And I mean, I can assume that you're all gonna say happy birthday to me today. So I'm just getting ahead of it. So thank you. I'll probably post some pictures on Instagram and stuff if you want to go over and follow me there. And I'm currently fostering a bunch of cats that I found in a sewer. So Instagram is probably also a good place to follow me just to see pictures of those as well. And on that note, I am gonna end this video right here. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay? Bye, everybody. I hope that you get some cake. Treat yourself to a little bit of a dessert. I don't actually like cake that much. It wouldn't be my birthday dessert of choice, but you know what? Go buy yourself a snack. Get a cookie, you know, something cute. You deserve it.